Today, we will be testing a new oscillator indicator.
Who am I? I am DP Roberts, and for years I've been testing hundreds of strategies and indicators, and I'm testing more every single day. I've compiled all that information into spreadsheets and used it to create a profitable trading strategy with a custom indicator. And we have an amazing community over on Discord where we help you become a profitable trader. If you are interested in getting access to the spreadsheets of all the indicators and strategies that we have tested, as well as a free trial to our custom indicator, you can just sign up for our Patreon down below.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing a new oscillator indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 600 different strategies with 170 of them being winners. And so far, since we've been using the new Nexus backtest indicator, we have modified 13 of those strategies to be either more profitable than what they were originally or profitable when they weren't to begin with. And out of those 13, the combined weekly profit is $5,900. The best one had a weekly profit of $1,000. All right, as I said, today we will be testing a new oscillator indicator. And so the source video says this oscillator gives insanely accurate signals. And so of course we're going to put that to the test and see what we can get out of it. It's kind of hard to determine what you would consider insanely accurate. But like I said, we'll put it to the test and see what kind of numbers it's able to spit out. And then you can determine whether or not that's insanely accurate or not. So the indicator that we have on screen is called the Chandelier Exit Oscillator. It's going to be this one right here. Go ahead and click on that and add it to the screen. And everything stays on the default settings. You can just double check the numbers right here. But like I said, everything was on default. Now we did have to make a slightly modified version of this one so that we can work nicely with the Nexus backtest indicator. But nonetheless, it's exactly the same as the original, just a little bit of coding in the background. Like I said, to work well with Nexus. And so what we're looking for a long trade setup is we're looking for when the chandelier indicator is green like this here. So the chandelier indicator actually has a oscillator below here and a plot here on screen. And so for the long trade setup, again, we're looking for the line here on screen to be green with the green background. Then we're looking for the oscillator here to pull back into the red and then back to blue like it does right here. And that'll be our signal to then enter into a long. And so we'll set our trade right here. We'll put our stop just right below this little pivot area here. And we're going to target a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, which will put us right about there. Let's go ahead and play this forward and see how it plays out. And you can see we'll make this nice steady climb to the upside, getting us to our take profit. And for a short trade setup, what we are looking for is the line and background here on screen to be red. We're then looking for the oscillator down here at the bottom to go from the red to the blue, then back to red again. It's hard to see, but it makes that transition right here. That'll be our signal to then enter into a short. Put our trade right here. I'm going to put our stop just once again, just kind of right above this little pivot area here and target a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward like so. Let's go ahead and play this one forward and see how it plays out. And you can see we make this push to the downside, a little bit of a pullback, then another push, getting us to our take profit once again. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the numbers here using the Nexus backtest indicator that I mentioned earlier in this video. I exited the bar replay there. Let's go ahead and turn on Nexus there. All right. So we have some numbers here. So we have right at a 38% win rate. That is over 522 trades. The normal, right around 20,000 bars looked back. And that was around a little over 3 months. Total profit loss would have put you at negative $4,500. And the total profit per week would have been a negative 300. So As far as it giving insanely accurate signals, I'm going to venture to say that you're not going to think that it is very insanely accurate losing that much money. Now, of course, like we do, took the Nexus backtest indicator and we were able to make some tweaks and modifications to this. Let's go ahead and switch over to this chart here. So you can see now that we have this modified version here using the Nexus backtest indicator. We have right at a 47% win rate, 228 trades. So we cut down the trades by about half. Same number of bars looked back in, same time frame. Now we're at a total profit and loss at a positive $1,239 or $85 per week. So again, not horribly insanely accurate results from this, but we were able to make it profitable nonetheless. $85 a week, not huge money, but if someone was giving me $85 a week for free, I would definitely take it. And so you can see how using the Nexus backtest indicator, we were able to quickly turn a losing strategy into a winning strategy. And of course, I'm providing all these layouts to these winning strategies to all the patrons of the channel that will be included in the spreadsheet that tracks all the strategies and the win rates and so on. It'll be a simple link. You just click on that as long as you have access to the indicators, Nexus, and the modified indicator here, which the patrons can get access to. Then that one click there will bring up just a chart already filled out with all the settings and information that you need to have the same results here. And then you can manually trade this with alerts through Nexus or set it up to an alert to automation, forward test it, however you want to handle it from there. But like I said, you'll definitely have access to these settings. Now, if you don't have access to the particular indicators, I will be providing a set of a spreadsheet with settings to each of these layouts, which you can then comb through and find the particular settings to try to recreate this particular strategy and how Nexus traded it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a little bit hard to accomplish because there's a human factor to it that definitely causes issues when trying to take something from a very mechanized trading strategy like you have here, very set results, to then the human factor of trying to trade it without those very specific mechanized rules in place. But it's not impossible, just challenging to do. So if you're interested, of course, there's links down below in the description. You can join our Patreon and get access to these quite simply. All right, so that's it for this strategy here. We are going to go ahead and put this one on the no list because the original strategy was not profitable. But of course, we'll add in the profitable version, like I said, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next video from here.